Tonight, in his U.S. debut, he is making his first attempt at a world title and seeking his 18th consecutive victory. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WBO World Rank Challenger, introducing Jeo Santisima. Tonight, making the 5th defense of his title, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the hard-hitting, defending WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the world, introducing Emanuel El Vaquero Navarrete.
Emanuel Navarrete entered as the dominant WBO Super Bantamweight Champion, riding momentum from 4 consecutive title defenses since winning the crown in December 2018.
He hurt his, I think he hurt his right hand.
Now Dogbe held up by the ropes, and Dogbe goes down.
He was renowned for his relentless pressure, exceptional work rate, and prodigious punching power, as evidenced by his high knockout percentage.
When you're down there.
Oh! There's that left lead!
It was Santisima's first U.S. title fight, and he looked to shock the world by dethroning a hard-punching Mexican champion on one of boxing's biggest stages.
On September 14th. What is this, the 1950s? With his attitude of wanting to be in there and simply...
I was watching his last couple fights. He moves well, good ring generalship.
To stay in shape, and there's a difference.
Once a year, often twice a year. Now, obviously, the money becomes huge at a world championship level where wins. The rematch with Dogbe came in May of 2019, up down the stretch of that fight to the point where he scored a TKO. Did not.
You know, he said he wants to knock out.
He's never seen a camera he doesn't like. Always finding it, always smiling, always playing to it. Continue on stage and after the scale.
Or get as close as they normally would at a weigh-in, so I guess that was the alternative.
Yeah, that was the decision made after a chip fight. Santisima in the darker trunks, the challenger from the Philippines.
Navarrette's fighting the right game plan right now. You have to give him subtle movements, and Navarrette's doing that right now. He's being very patient.
There's Santisima combination, including that left uppercut.
Show the left uppercut, but really throw a right hand.
Who invited Tyson to come over. That's when Manny Stewart, they spent time together with Sugar Hill Stewart, who now trains Tyson Fury, and Andy Lee will be in the corner of Tyson. By the way, a great fighter back in the day, both as an amateur and as a pro, and he has been a critical long-time trainer from there in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Felt that left hook to the body right there. He took a walk around the park to get a break, and Navarrete noticed it.
Hit the mark moments ago.
I like Navarrete right now. He's not waiting, and he's not in one standing position. He's moving around.
And he does another. You think he's throwing the left, he throws the right. The next thing you know, you're in a shootout with him, and then he's back.
Yeah, and he's throwing these punches at distance. You know, he's not going in real close to throw these uppercuts. He's throwing after a guy throws an uppercut, but you know, it's not easy to hit.
The combination here at the end of round number 3. Another left hand from Navarrete. Trying to target the right hand, and he does. Fox and ESPN of having great common sense leadership in the coming days, but it is going to be north of 17.
You happy about that?
Oh, no, they broke my record.
You happy about that?
I'm happy. I'm happy. And social media.
Lennox, you are connected with history. We're happy to have you here ringside on our broadcast team. And tonight, who will remain undefeated between Wilder and who was monitoring the wrapping of Wilder's right hand for Team Fury. Whoa. No objection, and look at Santisima ready to respond.
So it's like I said, now you're in a shootout all of a sudden. So you see Navarrete boxing and good shots with both hands. And then you see Navarrete who does multiple things good. I'm going to take the guy who has more tricks. And Navarrete is showing these nuances in his skill because he stays busy, Joe. He's an active fighter, so you have no choice.
Punches in this round alone did the champion Navarrete.
And here you see Navarrete coming in with his combinations. A little bit of off balance when he's throwing that hook. Gets caught with a great left hook.
There's Santisima coming up. Yeah, he gets him right in the neck and the side of the head.
Clean
so
shot.
by far.
But it's like I said, he's willing to exchange. He's willing to fight you.
And Mark Kriegel providing commentary. And our unofficial scorer ringside is Larry Hazard Sr., who has this rate of Navarrete that has been controlling the action as he lunges ahead with a series of right hands. Turns southpaw for a moment. That is not. And now he's landed 120. Opened up that time, and filling the spot was a left hook from the Filipinos at all. He just keeps punching. Wide-ranging right hand, and now Navarrete is on the attack here in round number 5. Clubbing, touching him time and again. Left uppercut, right uppercut. Body shot comes in. The volume punching attack and the aggression of Emanuel Navarrete. He is a fan-friendly fighter, and now wrapping up his dominating 5th round from Emanuel Navarrete. Comes to the inside. Santisima tried to time something, and now Santisima goes to the body, and there's a left hook upstairs.
Punches and taking minimal punishment.
The guy who was the heavyweight champion of the world, and the guy who retired undefeated as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter. Round 7 here with Emanuel Navarrete, who has been among the most active world. He had the rarest of rares, a 4-week turnaround to defend a title. Overall, he's out-connected Santisima 164 to 42, including 124 power punches. The best.
Navarrete's initially, it was Gilberto Ramirez.
With him the other day, he walks into the room. Lennox, I saw your eyes go up. He was chewing on ice cubes. That's all he was eating.
Where he's comfortable at, and if he's not comfortable there, if it's hard for him to make weight, go up.
That's the frame and can go up 4 pounds, but very attractive fights to be made at 126 pounds. Josh Warrington, of course, Shakur Stevenson, who Andre Ward, you co-manage.
Gary Russell.
Also a sharp dresser.
Is he ever? Coming to the end to Brian Kenny and the guys. You'll hear that roar of Bomb Squad a little later on. And then, of course, you will see Canelo has 36. Here we are in round number 8. Larry Hazard Sr. has 59, dominating the action so far, with the exception of round.
Not to take away from this fight, Joe, but you start to feel the suspense and the anticipation of the main event.
As we include round 7 there, it just took a glance at 69 to 64 score there. You're absolutely right, Dre. You can sense it, and you can sense it building. And Andre Ward ringside with us here.
Best success, or at least visibly. He's hurt Santisima with headshots, but the left hooks to the body are that's what's jumped out at me.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to turn it on and turn it off. And then if you're in there sparring, obviously you're working on certain stuff.
Nothing wrong with what Tyson Fury did for this training camp. The last 2 or 3 rounds, I think he needs to get back to what was working, the jab, the body. Because Santisima, the Navarrete wants to do.
Navarrete and
seamlessly.
He does on the attack.
Santisima's, he's receiving these shots, he's blocking them, but he's not answering. He's not coming back with his own shots, which he should. Perfect punch. Sometimes it's not there.
Big night here in Vegas, our first world title fight. We have the heavyweight eliminator and then the big one, Wilder Fury, which means all the celebrities will be coming out. And believe it or not, many have arrived early. Him going southpaw, so the right hand is now his lead jab hand. As he turns southpaw, goes back to orthodox, of course, and gets a combination. Now a combination on the inside, and you can see the tape is actually loose on Santisima. Some good work.
Headshots are good, but he needs to finish downstairs with that left hook to the body, just like that.
Look at this attack by Navarrete, and every so often
he can take a good headshot. Sometimes guys can take it to the head all night long, but sometimes they can't take it to the body. The only shot that Santisima reacts from.
It's a big 10th round from Navarrete.
When you see a guy shaking his hand, you figure that he hurt his hand.
Correct. Issue with the wrap, but perhaps they're not giving it fully here.
Again, I've never heard of this. I normally hear about a wrap being too tight, but either way, it's something that's not right. It's Santisima.
There have been times where Santisima has found just enough of a crevice between punches, and now he tries to come over the top of the right. Santisima willing here in round number 11, and look at Navarrete now with it affected. You can tell, and there's a headshot. Santisima He is compromised here in round number 11. Navarrete on the charge. Runs to him to close the gap. Can he close the show here in style? Round number 11 through the blue and white rope for a moment there. Strafing attack to the head. Coming down and wrapping up his champion.
And the referee is very close to the...
Can Navarrete finish things off here in round number 11? Russell Morris giving it a look. There it is. TKO victory. Emanuel Navarrete.
Yeah, the ref was really close to it. He was looking to see what was going on. And I knew he was going to step in and stop the fight right there.
The body shot, the head shot right there is what really had him going. And Navarrete does what Navarrete does. He wants to hit you anywhere on your person, anywhere on your body. Uppercuts.
Navarrete it's just a volume of punches. Santino couldn't get away from it, and the referee stepped in and stopped the fight.
Fail. I hit him weirdly with my right hand, and I did hurt my thumb, but I had to, plow through it and get the victory tonight.
He is the winner by way of knockout and still the WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the world, Vaquero.